Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Beginnings of Hearthstone. We're gonna take our last look at the checking out some of the new characters just before the game launches. Tonight we're gonna be looking at the Druid, and then at the end of this episode, we're going to be opening up all the packs I've been saving for the past couple weeks, just to kind of give you a little bonus treat for sticking through the Beginnings of Hearthstone videos. Again, this is a series of our first impressions of the game, and what kind of give you a little feel of almost all of the characters available. So we're going to take a little show on the road here. After tonight, Hearthstone's supposed to go out of beta for real this time. But I'm excited. Right off the bat here, this looks like not a terrible start. See if we can get some early low-class cards to play in the beginning plays. Our final opponent will be Barbie Girl.
My greetings.
At the end of this episode, I'm definitely going to keep on playing Hearthstone. But it'll be in a different format. It's not going to be so much of live gameplay as watching in its entirety me playing a game against an opponent. It's going to be more of a strategy setup as to where there won't be so much lull time in between, because I think that's the number one drag about the game, is how long it can take to keep playing. That's kind of one of the pros about playing the computer, is that you can play a game in under so many minutes. And you're not spending most of the time waiting for someone to figure out what card they want to play. But there is no getting around the human aspect of the game. It's way too fun. Can't play that card yet. Just 1 damage. 3. I wish I had a perfect setup here. We'll have to do this instead. I like it. Take that, Barbie Girl. What secret did you use so soon in the game? I'm guessing on the old Firestorm Fire Trap. Nope, it's a misdirection. One of the best things that I like about the Druid hero is his abilities of being able to attack and gain an armor per turn. I think it's the best balanced hero power as compared to doing 2 damage only to the hero who can't control where the damage goes. With this you can. Even if you can't or elect not to use the damage or the attack, you can still gain the armor, which makes it a very useful skill. As long as you have the 2 points, you can always use this for something. Mix in the Barbarian's armor skill. Is that like deja vu? I could have sworn that had just happened. Mixing up the armor skill with the fireball skill, but of course you're attached to the damage. Now what's your secret? There's the fire trap. I'm very excited to open up these packs of cards. Win or lose, I can't wait to open them. A side note about all the cards that I've been showing you during this series, haven't paid for a single pack. I'm not trying to tout myself as being an awesome cheapskate, but just shows you that you don't have to pay to get some cool cards. Not that I have a lot of cool cards in this deck exactly, but I've been able to get some pretty cool cards by not paying for the game. I did donate a couple bucks at the beginning, and they did give me that golden Tinker card, Inventor card. How do I want to do this? A 1/1 and a 3/1. Ooh, that's not what I thought it was. So yeah, that's the only card I've ever paid to get, and I mean, it's not that I don't want to support the game. I think the game's great, and I do want to contribute some cash to it. And once the game goes officially live and works well, and I base off how much time I spend on a game, and then I compare that to how much enjoyment I've gotten out of it, and it's pretty easy to kick a couple bucks towards the company, especially for making a game like this where you did not have to pay for it. Number one thing about games that I like that are free is that you can, and is having the ability to be able to unlock anything without having to pay the cash. I really like to ignore your 6/4 here, but perhaps I can't. Ooh, that's a nice card to get right now.
I must safeguard.
Doesn't matter if I do the 2 damage or silence it. That guy's gonna die either way. This might be a pretty exciting finish. I'm not as far ahead as I thought I would have been. A 3rd sacred.
Heal nature's wrath.
Okay. Put the pressure on. Ooh. I'm so excited to play this game. To finish this game. Oof. Come on now, how do I get through to you?
I must safeguard them.
I think we're coming in on this. I didn't realize I was gonna damage my characters with that spell, because that's what he is. He's a spell. Very anxious to open those cards. Very, very anxious. Oh, what is this? Is this? Oh, I have just lost the game. Have you ever met King Crush? Nobody likes him. Barbie girl, that's what you taught me, that I can't just think about the cards during the game. Anyway, without further ado, let's open up 13 packs of cards. What's it gonna be? There's a rare. Misdirection for the hunter. Ooh, another rare. This one is the commanding shout for the warrior. On to number 11. Ooh. Ooh. Savagery. An epic shield. Hey, I've not had this card. Hooray. Maybe that'll make Warrior a little more bearable, I hope. Having some new cards to play with. I know I could be opening these up a little faster. I do like to see that little glow. Oh. I'll have to get some kind of pyro deck put together eventually. Lots of blues. Oh! Priest Holy Fire and a Blood Knight! Yes! Finally! I can finally do one of those cool decks where you get to put this guy out early and oh. I like that card, if you can't tell. Look at that, 2 blues. 3 blues! Wow. You never know what kind of pack you're gonna unwrap. Rare, rare, rare. Blade Fury's a nice one. Argus is always a great one to get. I don't know why she is in the blue class. That should be a basic card. Okay. Whoa! What happened? I didn't even know that that card was orange. At the end of each turn, gain 1/1. I didn't know this card was even a card. Girl. Very nice. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's what I like to see right at the bat. 2 of them. A golden epic ancient of lore for the druid. And a sea giant. Gain 1. Cost 1 less for each other minion on the battlefield. That could be great if you're playing against a bunch of little weenie guys coming at you. A Felguard. 4 to go. Hey, a golden mage card. Cool. Welcome to the edition, buddy. Ah, the Soul Priest. He can really cause a lot. Playing against a priest and you're only worried about him healing, and next thing you know, he's flinging 2 damage at you every turn. We got a blue on top. Holy Wrath. 2 to go, and I have to say I'm already pretty happy. Check a little more carefully in case another golden one pops out at me like that. Another golden vaporize and a Manatite totem. This is always a fun card to have as a shaman. In for the final one. We got a blue and a blue, and that'll be all. Shadow Madness. Alright, I'll show you real quick what I do with the cards once I've done it. Once you have duplicates of the card, you go into this crafting mode here. Based off what I just opened, because this was at 0 before opening those cards. I ended up having 37 cards, because I think I have all of the common cards. And then 8 rares, which balance out to be 160 mana, 185. I'm going to redirect all of the people that don't understand the mana to this video and tell them to watch the end, because this is what you do. I'll show you again. I'm going into my collection, I'm clicking on this tab, and the first thing that I see right here is this disenchant your extra cards. This way you don't have to worry about, you're only going to get rid of your cards that are in addition. I wish I could take a look at the cards specifically, but you know, a lot better than having to go through all of the cards initially. Oh cool, look at the new animations for getting the dust. Okay, so what do I do with the dust? Why do I have the dust? I'll show you. Let's say that I... 2 different scenarios. I really like playing with a hunter, so you'd probably want to unlock more cards. or you play with a deck that you don't like playing with, maybe. Like in my case, I have a lot of trouble with the Shaman. And then what this does is it's showing you every single card you have. And these are cards that you own. And if you wanted to sell a card individually, this is how you would do it. And then if you notice that this card is highlighted blue, it's not a card I currently own. But if I click on it, it tells me I can create it. And I can go ahead and create it, see, make the card for you. And if you didn't mean to do it, you click the undo button, you'll get that back. No harm. Until you actually create the card, or else you will be creating it for 100 and selling it back for 20 if you do it another way. I think there's a card I've been really waiting to get. This is it. I've been waiting to get this card for a long time. Wham. And I click off of it, and it's done. It's a done deal. It's your card. All of the cards that are grayed out are cards that you don't have, and of course you can click on them anyway. You see how much dust it'll cost to get different cards. And then anything that's in light blue is a card that you can currently afford to unlock, which I can't. Which I should be able to find some here. Yeah, like the one I just saw there. Like if I wanted to unlock a regular Shield Bearer, or Tide Caller, they're all light blue because it's something you can currently afford to do. It's very simple. It's this way you're still being rewarded for getting cards, even though you already have those cards. You're able to turn those cards into a currency, which lets you save up to get whatever you want. And since this is the final episode of the Beginnings of Hearthstone, I'll just take a quick look at my deck here. I want to show you, sort this here, like so. These must be all of my these are all non, and without having to spend any gold on this game, as far as the top level cards go, I have the Molten Giant, the Mountain Giant, the Alexstrasza, which is something that I work into a lot of my decks, one way or another. The Northforce, which is supposed to say players have 15 seconds to take their time, which is true maybe 2/3 of the time, maybe less, I don't know. It's longer than 15 seconds, especially if, never mind. Onyxia, the Sea Giant. I have a copy of the Hogger, the Beast, the one I just picked up. I was hoping that one of these would take me to just the legendary ones, but the Blood Knight. That's pretty cool. And the other thing about not paying for cards and earning them along your way is that you never know what order you're going to unlock the cards in. You never know which direction you're going to end up playing with your gameplay based off which cards you're unlocking first. It adds for another twist of another exciting element as to where you don't have all the cards. Make the best that you can based off what you have, and that's a challenge that I really enjoy. Well, this is the end of the Beginnings of Hearthstone, a first impression look at all of the different characters, almost all of the different characters in Hearthstone. After, or now that you see this video, it has been past the April 1st date, and Hearthstone has gone officially live, and there will be many new features that will be unveiled after April 1st. Definitely would like to go back and recover this at some point, but again, it'll be in a slightly different format, a little less gaps in time where we're taking turns in between, and a little bit more editing to make the video presentations faster paced and hopefully more enjoying to watch, because I like to watch these videos. What I don't like is to wait to see what happens. So that's what we're going to do. Again, thanks for watching us. Thanks for got through all of the different Hearthstone videos for almost all the guys, and can't wait to see you on the battlefield.